Eyewitness News, we're tracking ISAIAS, which is dumping several inches of rain on the Carolina coast right now. It made landfall in North Carolina late last night, and it's been destructive as well. We have live team coverage of the conditions right now at Wrightsville Beach.
And that storm is now down to a tropical storm. Still, flash flood warnings all through the Triangle area, working its way up into Virginia, where the storm is heading, and our weather back here at home.
And look at this. In the middle of the storm, a huge fire burned several homes. We have more dramatic pictures and an interview with the mayor about the damage that extends beyond the fire scene.
And take a look at more of the storm damage we've been watching all night. A bell tower at a church in Southport torn apart. In other parts of town, bricks came crashing off a building to the ground below. Eyewitness News at 4:30 starts right now. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Phil Orban, in for John Paul.
And I'm Brittany Johnson. Our team has been working around the clock, tracking this storm and gathering the newest video from the coast all the way up and down the coast. We have our team of meteorologists who've been tracking ISAIAS after it made landfall after 11 o'clock at Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina. Tony Sadiku is at Wrightsville Beach this morning, surveying the damage there. And Keith Monday is here in the studio, analyzing the radar and monitoring reports of tornadoes. He will break down what is next for ISAIAS. Let's go ahead and get right to Keith. Keith, this storm hit as a Cat 1 hurricane, and then it weakened to a tropical storm around 3 a.m. What's next?
Yeah, it's still very strong, but it is pushing out of North Carolina. Unfortunately, not fast enough for many folks out here. Raleigh's still seeing a lot of heavy rainfall. The remnant eye is kind of working its way up toward Richmond and Virginia Beach. All these flashing green boxes with the multiple flash flood warnings, not just at the coast, but far inland where they still had tremendous amounts of rain. And you see the red boxes flashing up from Virginia Beach up to Richmond. Those are the tornado warnings on that northeast quadrant, as the worst weather will then push up through D.C. as we head our way through the day today. Is still a sizable storm. Those strong wind gusts that are still gusting over at least 50 miles per hour along the northeast North Carolina coast will then push up through D.C. late this morning, New York by midday, and the storm weakens slowly as it pushes up into New England. So we're going to see many more reports of damage all along the eastern seaboard with those wind gusts hanging around throughout the day today. Back here at home, while the rain from last night has moved on, live early warning Doppler 9, much more quiet scan. You still see some of the far southwest edge of the storm moving out of Durham and Raleigh from our radar site back here at Charlotte, but it's moving along, and our weather today actually remains fairly calm, but we do deal with, again, the heat's coming back with temps around 90 degrees. We've been monitoring this storm over the last several days and over the last 24 hours, monitoring it from the coastline with our team. Our meteorologist Tony Sadiku has been riding this storm out in Wrightsville Beach. And while the storm may have moved on already now, Tony, explain what you were dealing with late last night.
Yeah, Keith, just ferocious winds. That's the best way to put it. It's not the gentle fan that's going to allow you to sleep. I mean, we're talking about hurricane force winds pounding us through the night, probably between 11 p.m. and 11 p.m. and about 1 a.m. That's when we dealt with the strongest of the winds. Of course, the storm itself made landfall about 100 miles south of here, Ocean Isle Beach, and that's where the center of the storm passed on through. But of course, the hurricane force winds have been lashing at us. And even though right now we're about 100 miles south of the center of the storm, as the storm has picked up speed, we certainly are seeing some of those gusts every once in a while as well. Remember, tropical storm force winds with this thing expand over 100 miles. And of course, we've seen a fair amount of damage as well. You take a look around, you see where some of these palm fronds have been blown away here from some of this storm. Nothing crazy from here. Some of the trees are hurricane force winds, but let me walk around and show you here, kind of give you a little bit better idea of what we're looking at here. There we go. If you walk around here, it's no surprise that you're starting to see some of that debris, some of the tree branches literally littering this entire walkway. Let me turn this light on so you can get a better idea. There is some yellow tape here, probably blocking some of this this playground for social distancing. That tape has been blown away, just to give you a general sense of what we're seeing. But by far the biggest problem we've seen here is the power outages. We woke up without power. We're hearing thousands of people along the beach here are now without power, and it could take some time before that power is restored.
All right, and now, Tony, I know we won't really get the scope of it till the sun comes up, but what other kind of damage were you seeing from the storm? Was there any flooding associated with this?
Hey, Phil, so really haven't seen flooding to be a major issue. The storm itself has picked up speed. It's now moving at about 24 miles per hour, so it's booking it away. That has helped to mitigate some of the flooding problem, but still, we have gotten reports of numerous trees down. Of course, the power outages, some damage to structures. Of course, we're going to continue to keep an eye on some of those damage reports as they come in throughout the morning. Phil.
All right, thanks, Tony. We'll be checking back with you throughout the morning.
And we want to continue our breaking news coverage this morning, getting you caught up with what you may have missed overnight while you were sleeping. Hurricane ISAIAS made landfall around 11:10 last night in Ocean Isle Beach. And we have some video here for you. This is from Holden Beach. That's the town right next to Ocean Isle. Now you can see there the water covering the streets there. Flooding there has certainly been one of their biggest problems. Also the wind, it was a huge issue as well. It ripped power lines, sparking numerous fires out there. You can see the huge emergency response. This is video from Surf City, and it's where the Surf condos caught fire. Officials there trying to find shelter for 30 people staying there. Now that has been another big problem, of course, because of COVID-19. Most communities did not open their shelters, and that's almost unheard of during a hurricane. Now take a moment to look at this, okay? Huge trees that fell in the village of Bald Head Island. Also, you can see some of the flooding there. You've got water up to the tires of that car, trees right there all across the road. Officials there say that a possible tornado caused this damage. And with any storm like this, we know that power outages will continue racking up. Here are the numbers here. We've been watching them steadily rise. And right now there are almost 202,000 statewide. We do expect that number to go up as the sun comes up. There are hundreds of Duke Energy crews. They are already in the area, and they are ready to work on the damage as soon as it is safe to do so.
And overnight, we've gotten in some incredible video. Look at this. Shortly after ISAIAS made landfall in Ocean Isle Beach, fires broke out at several homes. You can see these flames shooting out of the windows of this home. Horry County Fire Rescue sent crews to help. They tweeted out these photos. Ocean Isle's Mayor Debbie Smith told our sister station WTVD she doesn't believe any of the homes were occupied, but as you can see, they likely have caused major damage. Another big problem there is the flooding and several other unknowns.
I know we had a lot of flooded streets. Our canals, we have a large system of canals. They were overtopped. So I don't know how that is impacting our sewer system because I know all of our lift stations were flooded. There are just things I don't know until in the morning, so when we can get out.
Smith says she'll be meeting with her emergency management team this morning to begin assessing the damage and go from there.
And that damage does not stop in Ocean Isle. Take a look at this in Brunswick County. They've taken the brunt of the storm there. Almost hard to make out what some of these things were. The sheriff's office tweeted out overnight that they had to rescue this family of 5 and their dog in Oak Island. Now, thankfully, they are all safe. Also, you can see downed trees all across the road there. They were another big issue. This tree, you can see that it fell onto a power line there on the highway. Looks like water came up about, halfway to the sides of the car there. Just another reminder of how quickly that water can rise. Storm surge in Garden City, South Carolina, also battered buildings all along the beach. Look at this. You can see those waves crashing up over the fencing onto the patios there. It even looks like it's almost filling the pool there. Garden City is about an hour's drive south of where ISAIAS made landfall last night. And we want you to take a look at this. This is a photo. The Horry County Police Department posted a photo showing just how far the water came up to beach houses and signs here. Now, this is where normally people would just enter the beach, but you can see how high that water is. This is North Waccamaw Drive. It's right near Garden City. Police say that no one can access the beach off of Sunset Drive, and they want everyone to stay inside.
Just a couple of minutes ago, we told you hundreds of thousands of people are without power this hour. A tough job during any major storm, but with COVID-19, there must be an added layer of caution. Our sister station WTVD in Raleigh spoke with Duke Energy. They brought in an extra 300 crews from the Midwest so the company could adhere to social distancing guidelines as they work. The workers will be separated into small groups of about 16 people and then working in isolation. They'll wear masks, have temperature checks, and even have their downtime monitored.
So we've been doing a lot of preparations, a lot of testing to make sure that we're ready for this type of response.
A local power crew is heading to the coast to help out. The Record and Landmark reports Statesville Electric Line left yesterday for New Bern to help crews there. They say the trip was organized through the Electricity's Emergency Assistance Program. That's a network that helps get the power back on in communities during times like these. Mooresville Fire and Rescue is also sending a team to the coast to help out. Our coverage continues here on Eyewitness News this morning. And remember, if you can't watch from home, you can stream our broadcasts and keep up with all the damage reports on our free WSOC TV News app.